guys, yours truly Macon here. Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel and another episode, or I should say installment, of vintage and flea markets of the world. Okay, so far I have taken you to Amsterdam, New York, we've been to Paris, stayed right here in my hometown Munich, and I've taken you to Leipzig, Germany. But what if I tell you that you could just relax and stay home in your pajamas in the comfort of your own home and still rake in all the treasures? I'm revealing my latest interior decor haul items and my favorite online vintage, antique, and flea market sites. Some you may know and some not. Best vintage and flea markets of the world, online version. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with eBay. Everybody knows eBay. It was established in 1995. Yes, can you believe it has been so long? I'm a huge eBay shopper and have always been. I love spending hours scrolling and always find beautiful things. For instance, this gorgeous toast and butter holder. Oh boy, chill. Like these gorgeous toast and butter holders. Price was about around 26 euros for I think the toast holder or the butter holder, and 35 for the other. You guys know I have a blue kitchen, Hake Blue from Farrow and Ball to be exact, and love collecting blue and white porcelain to match. This is perfect for weekend breakfasts. Perfect for weekend breakfast and Sunday brunch. If you guys follow me, you know I love collecting amber glass. Remember the new pieces from my Best Markets video featuring Leipzig, Germany. I found on eBay this really cool amber vase. I swear I only paid like 26 euros for it. Fits in perfectly with my collection. Finally have a vase now. Yeah, there are no flowers in it because I still have young kittens, and do you guys remember the spring floral arrangement I made? Yeah, it took about 3 days and it came tumbling down. I mean, they were barely 3 months old. I didn't think they could get up on the fireplace. Yeah, they managed to get up there. Curiosity kills the cat. Luckily they survived, but my arrangement did not. Okay, this one piece that never quite fit into the collection because the glass was so much thicker. Well, search on eBay and ye shall find. I found another matching one, 40 euros. Now I just styled them with candles and I have a set of candle holders. Yeah, they vary a little bit in size, but who wants matchy-matchy? I even found one in amethyst. You know your girl loves purple, and can find any place in my apartment for it, but I kind of like it styled along with the orange amber ones for now. Okay, if you wonder about where I'm getting these thin candles, those are always saved. That's a saved item in my eBay searches. I always I'm searching for those because I have that stackable Nagel okay, this is Swedish, trying to get it out. Nagel Lindqvist. Lindqvist. It's a Q in there. Nagel Lindqvist, the stackable candle holder. So I always have those, you know, boxes of those that I've found on eBay in different colors, because I do love burning them. Okay, we'll get back to some other eBay finds a little bit later. Okay, let's talk Facebook Marketplace. Tell you the truth, I can't really say much about Facebook Marketplace. I am very envious when watching other YouTube channels and they were like, I found this on Facebook Marketplace, or even like those home tours, and they find a lot of beautiful antiques and everything. But the Facebook Marketplace here in Germany is just not really used it's just not so popular. And I'm just wondering if that's because we have here eBay Kleinanzeigen, which just basically means like classified ads or offers, and it's pretty much like Craigslist. You know, back in the day when Craigslist was really, really good. And even this eBay Kleinanzeiger is used by many antique sellers here in Germany. When I was doing that Munich market video, and I was taking through all the different courtyard flea markets, I came across a lot of antique and vintage sellers there with the QR code that you could scan, and all of a sudden popped up their eBay okay, now I can't even speak my own German. Okay, eBay Kleinanzeiger, their site where they post things. Okay, live auctioneers. It's exactly what it says. It is an international site. There are auction houses and sellers from everything from jewelry to rugs, all interior design decor, furniture, artwork, collector's items. If you're a collector of coins, stamps, it's incredible, and it's exactly what it says, live auction. You can go down the site, see what auctions are coming up. You can save some items, register for the auction. You get a notification that your item is up. Yours is up in 9 lots. And you seriously sit there on your phone, live, push bid, push bid, push bid. And it's like when you used to see in movies or TV, the people at auctions, there's always somebody on the phone. Okay, it's almost like you're digitally on the phone, not having to be at the auction. And one of the things I love finding by live auctioneers is vintage jewelry. Remember my Elsa Peretti ring? Show you a picture of it here. Well, one of my latest treasures that I won on live auctioneers were these glasses. They're also Elsa Peretti for Tiffany's. I just love this thumbprint detail, and they're so cool, and I can't wait to just, have a nice little friends over and a cocktail in these glasses. Okay, let's talk about some other more popular ones. Cherish. Cherish started in the United States, okay? I wouldn't say it handles just United States sellers. We're gonna get to that, but does handle, hi Apollo. Oh, now you want a picture. No, don't knock the lamp over. It's a big ass cat, isn't he? Okay. That Cherish doesn't necessarily just handle American sellers, but just American customers. Pamona is owned by Cherish, and Pamona is the European or the all the countries within the EU. What I don't like about that is if you go on Cherish, you will see European sellers. I'll see a lot of items from European sellers that are also on Pamona. Okay, Pamona and Cherish usually handle their shipping within house. The seller independently doesn't have to send it. So I don't understand why Pamona is willing, or Cherish Pamona is willing to send from Europe, but they're not. Cherish in the United States is not willing to send to any customers in Europe. Now on Cherish, I'm registered. I have an account. I'm able to contact sellers of items that I'm interested in, or save them in my wish list or everything. But I'm not able to register an address outside the United States, okay? But we'll get back to that in a minute. And then there's vintage.com. Remember my Camaleonda lounge piece that I have in my beauty room? I got that from vintage.com a couple years ago. And they are also the sponsors of the Design Icons in Amsterdam, my very first vintage markets video on this channel. Now, vintage, you're not going to find a lot of antiques and new things, but because they mostly specialize just in vintage furniture and items of the 20th century, hence the name vintage. Not so many antiques. Everybody knows First Dibs. This is the wonderland of whatever your heart desires, old and new. They celebrated actually their 25th year in 2025. Okay, I know most people consider First Dibs to be the most expensive site, but the prices are not written in stone, you guys. Contact the seller and negotiate the price. Quick advice I want to give to you before we go back to my little situation with Cherish not wanting to send stuff to the United States. I will advise you to search on multiple of these sites because the same sellers very often sell or list items on multiple sites and very often at different prices depending on the commission charge from the site, okay? And another reason to search other sites, going back to Cherish, remember I said they're not very willing to send stuff to the United States? I found these beautiful rare plates that I wanted and went to contact the seller and see if she was willing to independently send them to me in Germany, and I discovered she was in Portugal. Okay, so my next stop was Pamona. I'm thinking if she has the item on Cherish, she's definitely gonna have it on Pamona, but no, they weren't there. No luck. Okay, so I screenshotted it, did a Google search, voila, I found her and the plates on eBay. Same price, I bought them from Portugal to Germany. I had them in a few days. What were they? These beautiful majolica, it depends on what country you're from and how you pronounce the J in it. These cabbage plates that you usually only find in white or green, these I found are in a very rare light gray color. And again, from another market haul, when we were in Paris, part of my haul was a vintage Dior plate set. I love to mix and match my plates, so I don't want all my plates to be the same. So I'm trying to stay in this gray scheme because of these Dior plates. I also found these Meisner dragon plates. Where else? On eBay, of course. And I just am trying to, I only bought a large one and a small one for now because I want to see how well they fit. And I have just been playing around and trying, like you see here, different combos. Okay, some other sites that you may not even think about. Instagram shops, okay? A lot of vintage collectors will sell their things through their Instagram site. You know, it connects to an Instagram shop. And you guys, my dining room chairs that I passed on when I was at the Design Icons in Amsterdam, but then couldn't get it out of my mind. I went to Vintage, assuming if he takes part in the Design Icons trade show that of course he's going to be on Vintage. No, couldn't find him. But because I had bought some green vases from him, I had his information on a receipt. So then I found him on Instagram and he has an Instagram shop. Contacted him, they were still available. And you guys know how the story ends. They're sitting beautifully in my dining room. So don't forget, just go into Instagram with hashtags vintage furniture sales, or if you're looking for a certain table or lamp or anything, you'd be surprised, excuse me, how many vintage sellers and collectors sell on their Instagram sites. Another is Etsy. I know Etsy first came around was more for independent artisans and crafters to sell their goods, but now it's gotten to the point you can find anything on Etsy. I have found discontinued enough meters of discontinued fabric that I wanted, also enough rolls of a discontinued wallpaper for a project. Antique jewelry is in abundance. Architectural structures that maybe have been torn out of a house, like columns and molding, and what's the word I'm looking for, those support. I'll put a picture up here because I can't think of the word, or I'll put the word down here. Find a lot of things also on Etsy. And you guys remember when I accidentally threw away that one little container from my Dior vintage plate set, I found a replacement on Etsy. Okay, another place I love, and maybe you may not have heard of, invaluable.com. One thing I love finding on invaluable.com, they have a lot of good artwork. I have bought a couple black and white prints, a couple of years ago. I still haven't framed, but I'll get them up. And then newly, I got this beautiful painting. Because when I saw this painting, it just gave me joy. It just reminded me of when I was a child in the summers, you know, in the 70s, we all riding our bikes, and I don't know if that truck is an ice cream truck or delivery truck, but it just reminded me so much of my childhood. I just had to smile. And then when I saw the back picture of it, that date, February 20th, 1979, that was my 9th birthday. It was just meant to be. I can only show you the pictures here from the auction because the painting is at the restorers, getting just cleaned up and restored just so I can have it framed. As soon as it's hanging in the house, I will definitely show you that, but I will be doing a home update tour, so you'll get to see that hopefully. And also 2 extra large mirrors that I've bought and some Siebenbürger plates from 1920s. I would explain later what Siebenbürger means. I've also acquired them newly on eBay, but I'm also saving those for the house tour. You know, so it leave you in a little bit of suspense. So make sure you stop back by. Okay guys, I hope this video gave you some great addresses and tips if you are looking for some great design pieces for redecorating this year. And as always, yours truly, Art Macon. Ciao and happy shopping. I know. I gotta throw you out. Just don't go tear down the rest of the house. The actresses always say never work with children and animals. Mm-hmm.